Welcome to Draw With Me live from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Now, I'm here in Amsterdam because it is, well, for a number of reasons, but one of them is the Urban Sketcher Symposium, which is a gigantic gathering of people who like to sit outside and sit on the pavement and look at buildings and draw them. So there's a lot of them here, and I number myself among them, although I am not really part of the symposium. I'm here as a fan and supporter, and there's a lot of people here who are also Sketchbook School enthusiasts as well, so that's really nice. It's been nice to see all kinds of people. Now, it is also literally the hottest day in the history of Holland today. Mark it down, July 25th, 2019. The temperature has hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is just unheard of in, when you think of Holland, that's not what you think of, right? You don't think of camels, palm trees, really thirsty people. You think of Hans Brinker skating on the frozen canal, right? You think of Koosje and her family down on their knees scrubbing the front steps of their house with a brush. You think of beautiful tulips, windmills. Well, today there's no wind. The tulips have all died and kind of blown away in the heat. All the chocolate has melted. All the cheese has melted. I don't know, all the wooden shoes have all caught fire. It's just a terrible time to be here in Amsterdam. But only for that reason. There's many, many other reasons it's really, really nice to be here. And one of the reasons is Koosje.
Hello.
Koosje is, of course, the co-founder with me of Sketchbook School. And
very sweaty.
And very sweaty. She's sweaty. As you can see, we're keeping a distance here because it is hot.
Yes.
It is hot, and we are sweaty. But we're happy to be here, and I'm happy to have you here drawing with me today.
Yes,
thank
really
you
nice. For inviting me into your air-conditioned hotel, because we were actually going to do this in the studio, but with my two tiny fans, it's just, no.
Impossible. Impossible, yeah. So we're here in this beautiful hotel, beautiful wallpaper, beautiful Wi-Fi, beautiful air conditioning, and we're all here, we're ready to do it. So there's a lot of folks that are showing up, and from all different places. Should we say hello to a few of them? Familiar names.
I see my dad.
Like another hot Koene Amsterdammer.
He's
France.
Surely not scrubbing.
He's not. He's probably. It's too hot for scrubbing today.
Totally.
But we have lots and lots of people, and they are all curious. 107 in Los Angeles yesterday, so we're lucky we got out of Los Angeles when we did.
Barbara.
Because that is awful.
Keep your head cool.
So listen, while we blather on a little bit, I just want to tell you, we're going to talk a little bit more, but first I wanted to let you know what we're going to do. We are going to do a special thing that I just invented minutes ago that I am calling...
Like he does.
Like I'm calling Art Supply Relay. Okay? It evokes the Olympics, which are going to be here next year. Arts Supply Relay. And the idea is that you pick... We're going to do 6 different art supplies, but you could do it with fewer if you wanted to. And the idea is that these art supplies...
Sticks to your hands.
These art supplies I have here are all different. And this is a crucial thing, is that you have several different pens, brush markers, pencils, whatever it is you want to have. They all be different thicknesses, different qualities, and different colors. In our case, we spent the last 15 or 20 minutes debating and selecting our palette. In our case, it's a gray, a yellow, a red, a pink, a brownish, and an orange. So those are the things we're going to use. So just grab a handful of any kinds of things, but just have a few different ones standing by. And so start looking.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, sorry about that. You know, it's so hot that the brakes on our bicycles were squealing. The trains were breaking down. What else was happening? I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff is happening because of the heat. So
there was a whole chaos on the airport because
right, every flight out of Amsterdam was canceled
because somehow the planes couldn't get fueled up. It was horrible.
So anyway,
Yes.
hence our rationale for faulty Wi-Fi. So, but to make up for it, we've added a third person to this relay, and he's right here. Jean-Christophe Defline, who has come from Paris to join us. Jean-Christophe, how have you found Amsterdam so far, besides hot?
Very cool, because I got stuck in the train from Paris with almost 48 degrees centigrade. Because the climate
that's
got
200
down,
degrees Fahrenheit.
and instead of 4 hours, we had a 10 hours trip. Because it's even hotter in Paris.
Paris is hot.
So it's a very cool place here,
It's Amsterdam.
with very cool people.
It's cool. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
We'll go skating later on the canal.
Absolutely.
It'll be really nice to cool down. So Jean-Christophe, are you an urban sketcher? Would you say?
Yes, I'm sketching from time to time, but I am not a fanatic urban sketcher. But
But you like to draw buildings.
I like to draw buildings, and I came to the Symposium, and I came also because I knew I'll meet with people at Sketchbook School.
Exactly. So as you may know, Jean-Christophe has been a member of our Sketchbook School family and faculty for almost since the very beginning.
Yes.
And he is a fantastic artist.
Yeah.
And he, if you don't know his art, I urge you to go to the Sketchbook School website and just look under faculty, and you'll see some of the stuff that he makes. But he's probably best known for doing incredible drawings that reference Tintin and Hergé. But he also does beautiful travel journals. He's a master of the sketchbook, and you know, if you're a member of our Facebook community, you've probably run into Jean-Christophe there because he often posts really beautiful things there. You recently had an interesting encounter with other members of the faculty.
Yes, we met with Tommy Kane in Paris, and we drew. I mean, Tommy drew the Eiffel Tower, and I drew Tommy Kane drawing the Eiffel Tower.
Exactly. And who else?
Maybe somebody has drawn me drawing, Tommy Kane drawing, and
like
so
a
on.
whole of mirrors.
Yes. So
very good. But you did have another encounter there too, right?
yes, and the following day, Matthias Adolfsson just rang on my bell, and we had a fantastic drink with Matthias and Tommy and
the three. The three. What do you call the three bolds?
the bold. Yes. We decided to create the subsection, the bold subsection of the faculty, Sketchbook School's faculty.
Small.
And,
I can't imagine. It must be terrible to be bald. It's a terrible handicap to have.
Well,
so
yourself,
sorry
you'll never know what it is.
No, I can
Thanks
imagine.
God.
I can imagine. Well, I would suggest that you buy a wig, or a hat or something like
Sure,
that.
sure.
Nobody wants to see you bald.
Because it's a bit cold. It's a bit cold.
Exactly.
Outside, yeah.
Exactly. All right. So we're ready. I think we're ready to begin this. Hopefully, you guys are here. It seems like there are still somebody's out there. We didn't all get disconnected. Good. Excellent. Okay. So
we need to choose our first tool, right?
yes. Okay. So, Koosje, we have. So here's the way it's going to work. Should we go through these tools again? We have this brownish pencil,
I just sharpened it.
freshly sharpened.
While you were
I think we're
talking
going to
about-
need to resharpen it.
Yeah, I have to sharpen it.
We have this gray brush pen, so a different color. Then we have this Copic pen that has. I think we should stick to the fat end.
Sure, the other end is a brushish kind of.
Okay, so let's say.
I like the brush kind of.
Okay, so that's kind of like the wild card. You can choose either end. You can choose either end. I'm just making it easier, so it'll be really easy. And then there is Lamy Safari with red ink in it.
Is the ink waterproof?
No,
Okay.
it's not. And
So
then
that
there's.
might be tricky if you go over it.
Well, if it was easy, then it wouldn't be art. And there's a Pigma brush here. So this is hot pink.
Easy.
This is hot pink. If you'd like, you can just take a picture of the shoe with your
I
phone.
might, and then I just go and find a pool or something.
I have a beer in a pool. That's another thing they're doing here in Amsterdam is they're setting up, when you go to a bar, they have an inflatable swimming pool, and you take your shoes off and you drink your beer with your feet in the water. It's very nice. And then we have an Echo line, yellow. So it doesn't really matter what they are, but the point is that they're all different thicknesses and different thinnesses. So here's how it's going to work. Koosje is going to hand them out. We're each going to get one pen, and we're going to set a timer for 2 minutes. We're going to start drawing the shoe. 2 minutes, the timer is going to go off. When it does, you change your art material. Okay, in our case, we're going to just pass it to the next person, but if you're doing it by yourself, just grab a different one. And it doesn't matter where you are in the drawing. You can decide, to just integrate it. And we're going to do this 6 times. So we're going to draw for 12 minutes. And we're going to draw a shoe. If you'd like to draw a shoe, hopefully you have a shoe. In this kind of weather, it's great to take your shoes off. It's even better to smell my shoe.
Nice.
It's actually, I didn't wear it today, so it's fresh. So anyway, so that's the idea. Draw a shoe, or if you want to choose some other object, doesn't really matter. This is less about what you're drawing and more about how you're switching and how you're coping with a brand new thing. So we have a bunch of cameras, and we are going to, let's see what that looks like. So here we have a bunch of cameras. So Jean-Christophe, you're going to have to put your camera on. My phone is going to function as one of these things. Hello? Oh, brother. This could not be easier, could it? Okay. Okay, so don't worry about these phones for now. Let's worry about what we're going to do. So, okay, Jean-Christophe, you're set. And
that's
okay. So this is
Koosje is here.
This is Jean-Christophe.
Yes.
That's Jean-Christophe, and this is Koosje, and that's me. All right, so I'll just be working in the dark. I'll be here working. I'll figure it out eventually.
Why?
I'll figure it out eventually. I know, because this is just the way life is today. It's just the drag of it all. So okay, let's not waste any more time.
You can draw here. We can share the camera.
All right. Well, we'll figure that out. Okay, we'll share the camera. Okay, are you all ready? I'm going to set the timer just to bring in yet another piece of technology that can go wrong. Yes. Okay. A 2-minute timer. I almost set a 2-hour timer. That would make things even more interesting. And go. So quick. Here we go. And go. Starting to draw.
Don't you want here? Because we can see what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. I'll surprise you. You'll see me in a minute.
Okay.
You can just hear me. So hopefully you all are out there and you are vigorously applying your very first material, whatever it is. Could be crayon, it could be a finger dipped in Hershey's chocolate syrup.
Good one.
Should have thought of that. And
we had someone drawing with us today, and she had crayons with her, Ellen, and they completely melted.
oh yeah, that's right. It's tragic.
She did make a really great drawing with it, though.
She made a really nice candle also. 39 seconds to go, folks.
I do like the idea of this. Like, you don't need to go back. You don't need to try and get everything in at the first time. You have like more with just a different tool. I kind of like that idea. Like, it's not set in stone.
Have you been
just yet.
affected by the heat? Because it's impossible to understand what you're saying.
I can't talk. I can't talk.
Your
Can't
tongue was
draw it.
fried tongue. So, that's it. Time's up, folks. All right, so let me. How about if I take the camera now, and then
Okay.
you will operate in the dark. Wait, you get this one. You get this one. I get.
No, I just had that one.
Okay, you get this one.
The only thing we
Oh no,
needed
this one.
to do
This
was
one gets retired.
rotate.
No, you take a new one.
Okay.
You take a new one. Okay. Alrighty. We're going. Here we go. Get rid of this one. So, and I'll get rid of me too. And I will take the camera.
Good luck with that.
Oh shoot. Oh god. What have I done? Okay. Alright. This is looking worse and worse.
Okay.
Sorry, folks.
Come sit next to me.
Alright. Alright, so here, I know what we'll do. Okay, keep working on that.
Oh, you completely ruined this thing.
Sorry. Meanwhile, Jean-Christophe is carrying on nicely. Even though the timer.
The timer is melting.
Is the timer running?
No, I'm going to start the timer now. And okay, here we go. Timer, go. 2 minutes.
Oh.
Now you can't say either of us, so let's really screw this up.
Where's the... Can make
Okay,
it
this will be
look
good.
Any better than this?
All right. This is working quite well.
Okay, good.
This is a really unpleasant tool, isn't it? This thing. Did you like working with this?
Yes.
This no, you didn't
No.
work with
No.
this orange.
Here,
this orange
I-
thing. It's like
yeah, it's fine.
it's like drawing with a wet dog's tail.
I do like the color. But that's basically...
It's a nice color, but it's a very sloppy brush.
Yeah.
So. You know, I'm hoping that all of you are interested, at least, in urban sketching, even if you're not actually here at the symposium. Because usually in the summer, it's a really great activity, doing urban sketching. Because you get to go outside, and you've been indoors all winter, and now suddenly you're getting to be outside, and you're drawing. I mean, it's just, urban sketching just allows you to do drawings of just about anything and call it urban sketching. So you can draw a dog walking down the street, you can draw a fat man eating a hot dog, you could draw a bus running over a squirrel, you could draw a building on fire. There's no limit to what you can draw, as long as it's outside. And it doesn't even need to be outside. You can do urban sketching in a shopping mall. All right, we're done.
No! I've just been drawing like half a lace.
Huh? Here we go. All right, switching. We're switching. I now have this pencil. Okay.
There you go.
All right, here we go. And Jean-Christophe, how are you doing over there?
Fine.
Very good.
I'm
You're a trooper.
dealing with the orange Copic marker.
Yeah, dealing is the right word.
Yes.
Because that is...
I'm
Oops, I
not sure it will resemble a shoe at the end, but
That's what makes it art.
yes, absolutely.
We're not photographers here.
Yeah, you're right.
We're urban sketchers. And these shoes have been walking in the city, so therefore they qualify, right?
Very, very urban.
So, anyway, so urban sketching is, I think, a really great thing. I mean, it has had other names like plein air. Isn't plein air similar? Or
Yes,
is that more
same
in
in
nature?
France.
Yeah,
Plein air.
plein air is sort of in nature more, though, right? It's really
But
like
isn't it plein air? Isn't that like just basically location?
location. Yeah.
Yeah, but is that I think urban sketching of the official thing is that it has to be. Doesn't it have to be in in the city or?
Yes,
I
it
mean,
should
what's
be.
that-
It's
there is a
on
difference.
location and it's urban.
You can't do rural sketching.
And
You
there
can
has
draw cows.
It's
and there has to be
Yeah.
some kind of story
Let's say
about
it's
it
a
and some
tolerance.
kind of truth about it.
Truth. It has to be it has to be reportage, I think, in
That's-
some way.
Yes.
So you are reporting what you're seeing. But the point is that it can be people, it can be cars, it can be pigeons, it could be certainly all kinds of architecture. You could draw things that have to do with the weather. So it really, if you're interested in drawing anything, I think urban sketching is just a great way to develop your skills. And that is the idea behind this symposium. And the symposium is lots of people come from all over the world to do this. It's also the idea for our newly re-released course on urban sketching, which you might have seen mentioned somewhere. And that is, I don't know, it's one of my favorite courses. It's really nice. Okay, timer's off. Timer's off. Jean-Christophe, I give you this beautiful pencil.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I get this red Lamy Safari pen here. Red Lamy Safari pen is to the rescue. So, boy, this is some sort of not great camera angles, but we will show you all this in much more detail when we're done. And that
How
will
many
be some-
colors do we have left?
We have
Two.
We are on
Two
number
more to go.
Two more to go. Two more to go.
Including that one or
No,
after that?
yes, after this one.
After this one, okay.
Ooh, this
And the
is dark.
time is going. So this urban sketching course, which is it 6 weeks long?
5.
5 weeks long. Sorry, 5 weeks long. So it's basically will last you through the rest of the summer. It takes place all over the world. Spain. There's a beautiful dinner party in Barcelona. New Orleans. Or New Orleans, Stockholm in Sweden, and
Sydney,
Sydney, yes, I'm
Australia.
sorry, Sydney, Australia. So some of the teachers in that class are here. Mr. Lepin, who is French, but lives in Barcelona and was filmed in Barcelona, and he is here at the symposium. And Liz Steele, who's from Sydney, and we get to see, she's an architect by training, and she teaches us a lot about how to look at a building, particularly a complicated building, and how to break it down into its component parts. And the interesting thing about the way that she teaches that is by taking a teacup, because that's the other thing that she loves to draw, is teacups. And so she shows us how to break down the pattern of a teacup and how that can really help you to draw a building. So that's a really interesting lesson. And Miguel Jerez, who's also Spanish, as you can tell by his name, or his nickname, Freak Hands. Still a mystery, I'm not sure why exactly, but they say it's because his hands are freakishly good at drawing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he used to be a magician. I don't know what else he can do with his hands, but anyway, he's a very nice man, and he's also an incredible urban sketcher. And bing, timer's up. Moving on, folks, to the next one. Here we go. Jean-Christophe, may I present that to you? And here I have this gray marker.
Oh no, this is the last one, I think. No, is
No.
it? Which one did you start with? Did you have the pink one yet?
I had the yellow one. No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then we're good.
Okay.
Sorry. Completely confused.
Yes. So anyway, Miguel Jerez teaches a technique that has helped a lot of people understand how to draw really complicated scenes, because that's so often the problem when you're doing urban sketching, is like you're looking at a really complex landscape, and how do you break that down, and where do you begin, and how do you work your way through the landscape, and how do you decide what it's going to be, what are the dimensions of the picture, all these kinds of things. And he explains all that with a technique that is really easy to understand, but is one of those things that just blows the top of your head off when you realize, oh, that's how I could do that, and this would actually make my life a lot easier and make my drawings a lot better. So that is
Switch cameras so
fantastic.
we can see what
Yeah, let's we're going to go into this.
Jean-Christophe is doing.
Jean-Christophe. Where do we got? Here we go. This is Jean-Christophe. Can you? Perfect. Good. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you guys feeling about these color combinations that we picked now? Would you ever in a million years have picked these colors to do your own drawing?
Not sure.
Sure.
I'm missing yellow.
Oh, you haven't gotten
I
yellow.
haven't gotten yellow yet, so it's
Oh.
kind of a weird combination. And also, I started to just fill on my drawing because I'm thinking I need to fill it with all the tools. But I'm kind of done with the drawing. I sort of lost my interest. So
Lost
now
your interest.
I'm drawing the camera right now. No, I really lost my interest. I'm filling it up instead of drawing it.
Please don't do what Koosje does. Stick to your work. Do as you were told. Draw a shoe. Okay, timer's up. So do we have another one to go?
Yes, one more.
Here, you're going to enjoy this one.
This one is
Very
a great
nice.
one. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, pink. Oh, we're full circle, right? Because this is where you started.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm now using this
Yes.
pink. So I'm going to flip us again so you can see where we're going. Oh, as you can see, Koosje is breaking the rules, ignoring the assignment. And
Totally.
so, anyway, this is obviously meant to be fun and meant to do whatever you want, however you want to. But I think it's also interesting to just screw around with these different art supplies. Anyway, my last words on this urban sketching class is we're working on it now. It just started a couple days ago. And, if you want to join in, you can, of course, work at your own pace. But if you want to work alongside other people, this is a great opportunity to do that because there are people right now in the schoolyard who are working on their first week's assignments. If you'd like to join them, just skip right over. Once this assignment is over, go over to sketchbookschool.com and you can sign up for the urban sketching course. I think you'll like it. I know that it's one of our most popular courses ever. A lot of people have taken it. And urban sketching is one of those kinds of drawing that can become really a hobby. The people who come to the Symposium, there are a lot of people who come every year and they really enjoy this whole thing of drawing outside, drawing with other people. They join local urban sketching groups and it's really more than just drawing. It's a form of community. It's a way of exploring lots of different media. And it's also an opportunity to travel the world. I mean, there are people who... Last year's Symposium was in... somewhere. Was it in Spain?
Chicago? Porto?
No, it was in Porto.
Porto.
Chicago was
Porto.
Before that.
Yeah.
And we're out of time. We're out of time. I mean, we're out of drawing time. Not out of me jabbering time. That never ends. Okay, here we go. This extraordinary drawing.
Horrible
Koosje's.
monster.
Koosje's extraordinary drawing. And Jean-Christophe Defline.
Wow, I love it.
I think these could be made into sneakers, right? Couldn't you imagine somebody actually wearing these?
Yes.
I would
we
actually
could,
love that color combination.
I can
for
imagine
sneakers.
JJ wearing that.
We
Yeah.
did
That's
well
really fun.
spending 20 minutes picking our colors.
Yes.
Jean-Christophe, do you want to come over here now and sit with us?
Yeah.
Now that you've fulfilled your assignment.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Allah. Okay, good. So here we are. What else do we have to say now that we've arranged ourselves here? Okay. So anyway, so we're here in Amsterdam, which is full of interesting things to draw. You guys have both been drawing here already, right?
Yes, yes.
What are some of the things that you've drawn?
I have drawn
Can you get a sketch?
show something.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what.
I draw in Amsterdam every day. I draw
Yeah.
my breakfast.
It's gone. It's
Cafes.
That's sort of urban sketching, right?
That's totally urban sketching.
But have you done any?
Except I do this sitting on a terrace instead of on a really small stool.
Right. That's a lot of urban
And
sketches
I-
sit on these little folding
Yeah,
stools.
and I just be served.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
hold up.
cool
Look
drink.
at how beautiful that is.
That is amazing.
This is typical of Jean-Christophe stuff.
Just did that.
and it's not.
Few
I need
hours
to
ago.
finish that one. That one is
It's fantastic.
Beautiful.
not finished yet.
Show a couple of those other ones. Yeah. Oh, my
Oh
God.
no, that's the thing with those
That was
with those markers.
urban sketchers in Dijon.
Move this
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
So, look at that.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's urban sketching. Beautiful.
The,
And
the thing with those markers, I made a really nice drawing, and now there are all kinds of orange spots on it because of that stupid orange marker. You gotta take your loss, you know?
No.
that's painful to see. I have done quite. Oh, have you got more to show?
Yeah,
What about those?
Oh, wow.
This one with postcards.
It looks like woodcuts. Almost.
Yes, exactly. I love it.
Postcard,
That was my
yes.
first try with postcard, and I love it because it looked like stamps.
So Posca is. Do we?
Yes,
Do we have Posca
I
here?
think I have,
So Posca is a kind of. It's a paint marker.
but it's
So-
gouache in fact.
Right.
It's like gouache.
It's gouache. So it is water soluble.
I never tried.
It says bullet shaped. Oh, that's the name. That's the tip. So yeah. So Posca, Uniposca.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you.
and you can play music while drawing.
Very nice. So it's a multi-purpose tool. Yeah. So I did quite a lot of urban sketching this morning, but unfortunately, as is the way that everything's worked today, I did it on my iPad, which promptly died after I did 7 drawings. So I can't show them to you. Maybe I'll post them online. So yeah.
Here's just a little bit of a impression, of people drawing together.
Very nice.
They're all lined up drawing
Really
this
nice.
morning.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah, I'm just looking at how my sketchbook was ruined by whatever this.
Don't use that.
Never use Copic Chow on anything that matters to you.
No.
It's a terrible, terrible thing. Anyway. So, yes. Helen Lee Thapard, who is our resident expert, she says that they're water soluble.
The postcard pens.
postcard.
Yes, she's
Postcard.
talking about the postcards, and she loves them, and she knows all about them. So, yes. Let's see if there's anybody else has any questions. Eliza has been where we are. Yes, indeed. What kind of pen was that? Calligraphy pen.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. So yes, anyway, I was saying this is a Lamy Safari. Nice pen. Recently, I've been using it with the cartridges that it comes with, which are not waterproof. But I usually use them just for writing. And if you draw with them, obviously you can't combine it with watercolors. But I did just see that a pen. I put a notification on the schoolyard that Lamy's having a sale. These are normally $39. They were selling them for $22, which is well worth it. I mean, I think we all have lots of these, right? Do you have any of these?
Yes, I
safaris?
have some of them.
Yeah, we love Lamy Safaris. They're really, yes, indeed. Koosje, I'm sure you have some too. Yes, exactly. It's the sign that you. love
And
to
I have
draw.
even a collector one.
Collecting.
Oh,
Ooh,
and it
what's the
goes with
collecting?
your outfit.
Mm,
That's nice. That's
that's a
classic.
special edition.
Is it the Jean-Christophe Defline edition?
Yeah, quite.
It's a Dutch edition, especially for.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think it's not that easy to find.
This one too. This is coral pink. I don't think it's easy
Yeah,
to find.
very
either.
nice. Janice has a good to refill the
Yes.
cartridges with waterproof ink.
Yes, you can add
But just be careful what ink you use, because if you use India ink, you'll destroy your pen. So if you want to know more, on our YouTube channel down below, you'll see a thing there's an entire video about how to use it, or you can get one of these converter that allows you to pump in things. Sabrina is boasting that she only pays 18 euros for her German safari. So you could buy a ticket, fly to Germany, and plunk down $18, 18 euros, and you'd be well, none the wiser. Okay, good. So what do we think of Prismacolor markers? What do you think of Prismacolor?
I don't think anything about Prismacolor markers because I've never used them.
What about you?
No, I have never used them.
Sorry, Gail.
Well.
Get back to us. Tell us what we should think.
Yes, please.
Jeanette likes the Echo Live. I think she probably means the Echo Line markers.
Mm-hmm.
Echo Line markers. We're enormous fans. You'd think that they would be paying us at this point, because we've sold so many of these.
Totally.
Because we personally bought so many of them, and we love them too. Echo Line.
Actually, just mentioning, they are by Royal Talents, and they are sponsoring our good.
Yes, that's right. We were given a bunch of stuff by them, and so some people who are going to be coming to our party are going to be enjoying some very nice Royal Talents products. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry about today's thing. We thought we could do better. We've learned.
Are you talking about my drawing now?
On every level, today was suboptimal, and that's just the way that it is with drawings. Draw with me. I didn't say you draw with me well. I didn't say I would be drawing well, and certainly these two, who should be doing better. Frankly, they're both way more talented and experienced than I am, but I did my best. So technology.
But the weather conditions were terrible.
The weather was a problem, so we're going to blame the weather. Technology caused all kinds of problems. Next week, these jokers will be out of here. It'll be just you and me. I'll be, I think, in England, possibly. Yeah, I might be in England, right?
You will be in England.
I'll be in England, and I might do this from England. And in England, everything is perfect. As you know, they have a fresh prime minister. I'm sure the first thing he's doing is working on the weather, because I'm sure he's fighting global warming, because of course it's important.
He may have fixed it already.
He may have fixed it by the time I get there on Thursday. He was the mayor of London, which is where I'll be, so you know that everything in London is perfect. And I'm sure the Wi-Fi will be great too. So, and my drawings, as you know, London is my hometown, my motherland. I'll be freshly inspired. There'll be no excuses next week. It's going to be amazing. So you bring your best game with you too. Make sure you've got all of your pencils sharpened, fountain pens filled with waterproof ink, your sketchbook pages have no bleed through, clean your eyeglasses, drink a stout cup of coffee or tea, and get ready. It's going to be fun. All right, guys, I will see you all next week. Thank you both for joining me. And
this was fun.
Pleasure.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was very nice. And now we're going to go to the next program, which is called Drink With Me, and we will be doing that. You may not. You can do it on your own. Bye.